Hi, it's Sahid again with The Bloom Show, your host, and I am here at Expo Flor 2024, and I have the distinct pleasure of being here with one of our clients, United Selections and Latin Selection, with Yel Postumus. Today I get to say his name right, so it is Yel Postumus.
Perfectly well.
Thank you very much. I have to interview you more often to say it more often.
Then it should be a little bit easier, right?
It should be a little bit easier. So Yel, thank you for being here today and for having us at your booth today. We really appreciate it. Tell us, for audiences that haven't heard about your company, what is United Selections and what is Latin Selections? Because I know it's two different, correct?
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, United Selections is the breeding company, and we have been always using the name Latin Selections here in Ecuador.
Okay.
So, as in having the two names, yes, but our main brand is United Selections.
Got it.
And then the local name here in Ecuador is Latin Selections.
Okay.
But we are more and more using the name United Selections in these days. And we are a breeding company.
And you were on a show on the Boom Show not long ago.
True.
How many locations do you have? You have Kenya?
Yep.
Where else do you have?
In Kenya, we have our main breeding location,
Okay.
which is where we all start with breeding and developing new rose varieties.
Yes.
And then we have other locations here in Ecuador, in Cayamba, where we have our main location, selection and show house for the Latin American market.
Okay.
We have another location in Colombia, and we have in partnerships also locations in other parts of the world. But that is all in collaboration with local parties or agents.
And you have a location here too, or showroom, which hopefully I'll visit on Thursday.
Yeah, I really hope you can make it.
Yes, of course. Thank you for the invitation. So you have also here, Colombia, you're going where the regions go, correct?
Yes, that's true.
And why do you do that?
I mean, what we're mainly doing is we would like to have our own selection and show house locations in the countries where we have a big market for us. So Ecuador, of course, as well as Colombia, is or are those countries where we have a lot of rose production.
Yeah.
So that is for us the reason to we would like to be very close to where our clients are, so that they can see and select the new varieties and the new coats directly from the local growing circumstances, local climatical circumstances.
Makes sense.
So it makes it easier to select.
It's a worth the investment of being in.
Yes, exactly.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So I'm a big fan of your blossom collection.
Yeah.
Right, and then also you have some roses. So I hope you can give us a little bit of a tour. Let's start
for sure. Yeah.
Let's start with the roses. Now we're here with your roses.
Yes.
And we have Peach Wave. So tell me about Peach Wave.
Peach Wave. I think you were also at Rosa Prima this morning.
Yes.
To enjoy the roses. This week. They also grow this variety. It's a pretty new variety.
Yeah.
We introduced it recently last year. And not only Rosa Prima, to be honest, is there. Ova Verde is growing it here in Ecuador, among some others.
Yeah.
So what you see, it's a very beautiful peach color, peach tone color.
Okay.
And it is introduced from Colombia for the first time, and we are now also moving it into the Colombian growing market.
Okay.
So it will be a variety.
So it was introduced in Ecuador for the first time.
We first started in Ecuador. That's correct. Yes.
Huge head size.
It's a huge head size.
I can't wait to see
7 centimeter head size.
I can't wait.
But it opens 100%. So if you come here on Thursday at the end of the day, to be honest, this is a little bit tight. It should have been more open, but it opens completely.
It's going to be the size of my hand, I imagine.
At least, yes, at least.
Wow,
yes.
because it has a great petal count, good color,
a great petal count.
Product.
Yeah.
And what else do you want to show us?
Actually, the one there in the corner, which is a variety called Mizu.
Okay.
Once again, just a little bit the same like what I was mentioning about Peach Wave. It opens beautifully. The truth is that the Peach Wave for me here at the show is a little bit tight. I would have preferred to have a little bit more open, and this is perfect.
This is perfect.
Because you can see the beauty of it.
Yeah.
And once again, for this variety, it is very strong on growing. It has a very high productivity.
Okay.
And also a very, very strong face life. Last week, we are sending all new varieties every month to our office in the Netherlands in order to see and check how is face life transportability. So our breeder is receiving it there. This one was one of the varieties which stayed for 20 plus days in face. 20 plus days. And it was still like a variety which was just placed on the face. So it was really, really nice.
And it has like an antique look to it too, with the guard petals with a little green.
True. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It is one. I think it's going to be one of my new favorites.
And look at the foliage on this thing.
That was what I was mentioning about the 20 days.
Yeah.
It is still as fresh as it is on day 1 or 2.
Wow. And look at the size of that foliage. It's stunning foliage as well.
That's true.
Beautiful product. Which other ones do you want to show us?
We have a couple of them at the end.
All right.
I hope that we can walk.
And now we're showing the Madame Cerise. So tell us about Madame Cerise.
Yeah, I mean, Madame Cerise is a variety which I was telling you about introducing new varieties. This one actually is a variety we introduced first in Africa, in Kenya.
Okay.
It is one of our best sellers there. It's among our top 5 varieties. We then brought it into Ecuador and Colombia. And we started selling this one in Colombia first. It goes very, very well in the retail supermarkets towards the USA. It is stoneless, which is very good for handling the flowers and working with it. So people are very happy with the variety in that sense.
Right.
And it travels once again very, very well.
And now, question: when you go from Kenya to Ecuador or Colombia, do you see the characteristics change? A bigger head?
Yeah, I mean, of course, you always see those even within farms or within different growing locations within one and the same country. You do see it already, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, in this case also with the Madame Cerise, you see that the average head size here in Ecuador is, and as well as in Colombia, is slightly bigger than it is in Kenya.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But it has its strength.
Its altitude, it's
yes, exactly. Yeah.
Growing. And then,
and then
Cotopaxi is a cool name, by the way.
I mean,
it's almost like a no-brainer.
Exactly. Yeah. And this is another variety. Like I always tell, we introduce as a breeder new varieties. You always hope to introduce a variety in a certain short period of time.
Okay.
This variety has been there for a long time.
Okay.
In our show house, it was getting a little bit of attention, but in the last 1.5 to 2 years, it became a very big hit. So I always say, even a Cotopaxi, the volcano, can erupt one day, and
you never know.
With a variety like this,
and it's almost like the snow top of the Cotopaxi.
Exactly. Yes. And that's a little bit that, and it opens like with the other varieties. It opens completely. And
is it
really,
a supermarket variety? Or?
Yeah.
That's what
also,
it is. Right?
It's really high in production.
Okay.
So it is really into the retail supermarkets.
So it's a good size. It's not too huge. It opens well.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Beautiful. And then I know you wanted to show us another one.
I want to show you one last one. Exactly. Cool. It's called Nova Vita.
And now we're here at Nova Vita. So tell us about Nova Vita. I know you wanted to show it to us.
Yes, right. I mean, I was telling that Mizu is becoming my maybe new favorite, but Nova Vita has been my favorite from the day that we selected it.
Really? And why is that?
Yeah, to be honest, it is my preference for roses. I prefer white roses. Also, when I bring roses back home, also my wife always prefers to see the white roses, so I always bring this.
Okay.
And because it has a little scent, but even more important, it's really a big head size.
Yes.
It opens completely.
Look at that.
And it is pure white.
Yeah.
There's a lot of varieties which are white, but whitish. This is pure white. And I think that is one of the really beautiful things about this variety.
Pure white, it's huge.
Yeah, it is really,
It's a good petal count too. It's a
good petal count. Yeah. Once again, very strong on its opening stage.
Okay.
So it is for us one of the varieties, and then being a pure white, which we believe is going to be a strong and then
how long has it been in the market?
We are introducing it here in Ecuador right now.
So there's a first to see a...
Exactly, yes, it is going to be here the first time, yes, exactly.
Great. So show me one of my favorites, which is the Blossom series.
Yes, we have to,
let's go
check them out as well. Yeah, let's do so.
So we're going to go over there.
Alrighty.
Thank you. And now we're here with the Blossom series, one of my favorite spray roses ever. So I was really impressed by them. First time we met in Colombia, I said, what is this? So really cool product. Tell us about the Blossom series.
Yeah, I mean, like what you were saying, the Blossoms is the series for our spray roses.
Yes.
And we all those varieties are called with a color or with a name, and then Blossoms. So you have Golden Blossoms right over there, which is a yellow rose spray rose variety. And all these varieties, we have Golden Blossoms there, Amor Blossoms here, Flamingo and Hot Blossoms. All those 4 varieties are already in the market.
Yeah.
But even though that they are in the market, like we introduced them a couple of years ago, we are still seeing them at the moment growing in the different growing and production areas, meaning that they are available in the market in, I would say, relatively limited quantities and volume. But in the coming 1 or maybe 2 years, you will see it is widely available. And I hope that with that, we will see many of these ones appearing in
what
markets.
Characteristics are different of the Blossom series versus any other?
Yeah, generally speaking, our spray roses and then the Blossoms series are having a bigger head size, a bigger bloom.
Okay, got it.
All of them, they are having 5+ heads per stem.
Okay.
But then once again with a big bloom size, and that is distinguishing them from, I would say, the traditional spray roses. And I think that this is maybe the best
This is
example.
huge.
This
Yeah.
is really huge. It's like a big sweetheart or tea hybrid almost from
It's huge.
Africa.
It's huge.
Yeah.
So I know we're talking about United,
Yeah.
but Cons is right next to us.
Yes, that's true.
And I know there was a new thing that just happened. So can you tell us briefly about the new partnership or not, what's that?
Yeah.
What was that news that came out with Cons?
Yeah, no, of course I can. Kunst Alstroemeria is a breeding company in Alstroemeria.
Yes.
We have been cooperating and working together already for a couple of years.
Okay.
So there was already a certain synergy between the two companies. But then recently I became a partly owner shareholder as well as board member together with three other owners, entrepreneurs in the industry. And we took over the company from Hans Kunst, the owner and founder of the company.
Yes.
And together with the four of us, and of course with the entire company and team, we hope that we can continue and grow the company further to bigger.
So you have a lot of things happening, new varieties, new
collaborations and
new
projects.
operations.
Yes.
So congratulations. Thank you for your
Thank you
time.
very much, yes.
Here during Ecuador. Truly appreciate it. And thank you to the audience for being with us. But thank you, Yel, for being with us today.
Muchas gracias. Thank
Muchas
you very
gracias
much.
a ti, Yel. Good Spanish.
Yeah, I'm trying.
And that's a wrap.
Thanks a lot.